Pathikrit, the fact that the Modi government has renewed focus on the northeastern region, especially the border regions, like you were saying about the Vibrant Villages program, there have been several airports that have been inaugurated or upgraded in the northeastern region in Arunachal Pradesh. Tezu Airport is there, which was inaugurated by PM Modi. Then there was Donye Polo Airport, which was upgraded. And recently, in fact, about 2,300 crores have been also approved for Lada-Sarli section on the frontier highway in Arunachal Pradesh. Basically, a lot of, emphasis on infrastructure strengthening in the northeastern region, specifically the border areas. But has this come too late for us to actually start focusing on that? Because China has already been doing that. You look at China, the Indo-China border, if you visit there, Chinese side has, great roads, smooth highways, infrastructure is very nicely built there. Have we been a little too late in realizing that we too need to strengthen our border areas with China?
Shreya, you are absolutely right. From 1962 onwards, the policy of government of India during those days was the scorching earth policy, in terms of which there was no development that was done in the border regions, so that even if the Chinese ever come inside, they cannot go much. Now, that policy was disastrous. What happened is that because of lack of development, you had hundreds of villages getting empty because people were moving towards townships, district townships, or other big cities for the sake of job. Today, as part of Vibrant Village policy, you have massive developmental infrastructure coming up, first by the Border Roads Organization. Second, you are creating all kinds of infrastructure facilities so that people from those places need not go to the cities for the sake of job. And also, at the same time, you're creating major tourist attraction and destinations along the border regions, so that large number of people from the hinterland actually go to the border areas for tourism purpose. Because the advantage that China had in the past was that villages used to be empty, so it was not very difficult for them to come in. Even if they used to go back, they used to come in and show their dominance. That is completely gone today. Second, the infrastructure projects that Prime Minister Modi has executed in the last 1 decade, many of these projects, Shreya, either were pending, half constructed, or were only on paper for decades. Unfortunately, for the sake of appeasing China, the successive governments in the past was not willing to actually execute that. Likewise, the multiple re-entry vehicle, multiple independent re-entry vehicle, that is the Divyastra Agni 5 missile, which was tested. These capabilities India had in the past as well, but no test used to be done 10 years back or before that, because it would have antagonized China. Today, it has been shown to China, we don't want a war. There are enough opportunity for these two countries to coexist. But if push comes to a shove, we can reach Beijing and Shanghai as well. So I think today you have to speak to China from a position of strength, which India is doing today. And then that's the reason you see China at times is becoming far more, easier to deal with than what it was in the past. Yes, certain issues are there. It will be dealt with. But I'll tell you, there will be areas of convergence with China. There will be areas of divergence, and there will be areas of status quo. China knows, unlike in South China Sea, what they do, beyond the point, it is difficult to, meddle and browbeat India, because today's India is different. Had we started, Shreya, 30 years back, what we are doing in the last 10 years, things would definitely have been very different. We would have been a $10 trillion economy today than merely $4 trillion that what we are today.
Okay, let me also ask रविशंकर रवि जी, अब क्योंकि फोकस है कि कैसे आगे बढ़ना है, कैसे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हम स्ट्रेंथन कर रहे हैं, पीपल टू पीपल कांटेक्ट को स्ट्रेंथन कर रहे हैं, एक ग्राउंड सिचुएशन हमें समझाइए, क्या कुछ चैलेंजेस हैं, क्या कुछ कमियां अभी भी हमें पूरी करनी है नॉर्थ ईस्ट में, स्पेसिफिकली द बॉर्डर एरियाज?
श्रेया, आपने बहुत सही सवाल किया है। अभी 3 साल पहले ही मैं किबुटू गया था, जो हमारा लास्ट उस साइड में चाइना का जो लास्ट हमारा जो इलाका, और किबुटू
अब लास्ट नहीं है रविशंकर रवि जी, अब वो लास्ट विलेज नहीं है, अब वो गवर्नमेंट ने बोला है दैट्स द फर्स्ट विलेज, दैट इज नाउ बीइंग टर्म्ड एज द फर्स्ट विलेज। लास्ट से फर्स्ट कर दिया। आई थिंक दैट्स आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
चाइना से आने में जब हम ये करते हैं तो हमारे देश का पहला वो गांव है, पहली जगह है किबुटू। तो जहां पर वहां पर आर्मी वालों ने एक व्यवस्था कर रखी है कि दूरबीन से आप देख सकते हैं आसपास के इलाकों को। तो हमने देखा कि चाइना की बॉर्डर पर बहुमंजिली इमारतें थी 4 लेन सड़क वहां पर उस पार में है सीमा के, और हम लोग किसी तरह से उस समय सड़क डबलिंग का काम शुरू हुआ है। अब किबुटू तक डबल लेन की सड़क का निर्माण चल रहा था काफी जोर शोर से, वो मैंने देखा। लेकिन जब डिजिटल इंडिया की बात आ रही थी तो काफी दूर तक हम लोग के पास कोई नेटवर्क नहीं था। अब जो वहां पर बॉर्डर रोड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के जो मजदूर हैं उनको डिजिटल पेमेंट करना है, अब वहां नेटवर्क है ही नहीं, एटीएम वहां काम नहीं कर रहा। तो मुझे लोगों ने बताया कि सप्ताह में एक दिन एक ट्रक जाती है नीचे और 40-50 जो भी मजदूर हैं उनका एटीएम लेकर जाती है रोई, सॉरी तेजू, तेजू शहर में, वहां पर फिर वो लोग पैसा विड्रॉ कर लाकर उन लोगों को देते हैं। तो ये जो कनेक्टिविटी का जो प्रॉब्लम है बॉर्डर एरिया में, सिर्फ बीएसएनएल के टावर कुछ जगहों पर दिखे जहां पर हम लोगों ने भी अपने घर वालों से या ऑफिस से बातचीत की, तो कनेक्टिविटी सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है। और रोड के मामले में बड़ा काम हो रहा है। अगर हम देखें तो पिछले 10 वर्षों में सीमा इलाकों में, चूंकि मैं बॉर्डर के इलाकों में जाते रहता हूँ, वो मेरा पैशन भी है कि उस तरह के इलाकों में जाना और लोगों की जिंदगी को समझना। तो रोड कनेक्टिविटी का काम हुआ है। अब कई जगह हमें इसके बॉर्डर बीआरओ के लोग बता रहे थे कि कुछ ऐसे इलाके हैं नदी को हम लोग सूखे के दिन में ही बड़ी बड़ी मशीनों को पार करा देते हैं, क्योंकि जैसे ही बारिश होगी बड़ी मशीनें उस पार नहीं जा पाएंगी उस सड़क से, जो सड़क की जरूरत है। तो वो सारे काम को करने की जरूरत है जो अब हो रहा है। ट्रांस अरुणाचल का जो था, अरुणाचल के सभी सीमावर्ती इलाकों को जोड़ना एक सड़क लाइन से, इस योजना की घोषणा अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी ने अपने काल में की थी। उस दिशा में काम हो रहा, क्योंकि सिर्फ आपको हमारी अपनी सेना की ताकत को तो बढ़ाना ही है, लेकिन सीमा पर बसे लोग हमारे लिए सबसे बड़े सुरक्षा प्रहरी हैं। कारगिल में आप देखिए सबसे पहली सूचना वो भेड़ चराने वाले लोगों ने भी दी थी।
बिल्कुल रविशंकर रवि जी, आपने एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट बोला जी। I think people at the border villages are extremely significant. Pathikrit, you wanted to make a point. Please go ahead and then I'll wrap this up.
Shreya, two important points. Given the terrains that we have on our side, even to have any developmental work, we have to airlift a JCB machine. So we had a challenge of terrain. And secondly, for a long period of time, unfortunately, every time you go to do a construction work, the environmentalists used to put in litigation. So we faced a lot of problems. Today, many of those issues have been sorted out because you have to create a balance between development and ensuring that a green side of the nature is also maintained. We face certain needling issues from our side, not from the Chinese at times. So I think those issues have been sorted out in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
You are right. Probably if you had started 10 years, 30 years back, it would have been a different ballgame altogether. But good thing is that at least we have started 10 years back. Things are today far better off. The people in the borders are far more confident today than probably what they were 10 years back. So I think progress has been made. Next 10 years will be a game changer.